All right, so broadcasting from a notorious blue enclave, something that's very, very important to understand about the Pacific Northwest fundamentally losing to Trump and losing to Elon is that this is one of the key places in the United States that had one of the first incidences of a Ukrainian showing up to give a speech at U of O to discuss the opposition to the communists. Now, here's the interesting part. I knew the Antifa that broke up the speech. I actually know one of the people who set off one of the stink bombs. This was one of the first incidences of this happening in this area. People were debating if, what's going on here? People should be able to at least present their ideas, this and that. These guys were like, you oppose communism, it's because you're a Nazi. The Ukrainians were Nazis. That peace organization, the Pacifica Forum, if anybody feels like digging, was scrawny sandals with socks, brohams, hippie brohams that were trying to figure out how the left is always correct, yet the left was on the side of socialism, and socialism is such an egregious killer of civilians. And they didn't know how to deal with the issue of National Socialism as opposed to Soviet socialism. This was around the time that I started to see more and more of these kind of anarcho-punks in the Eugene area, kind of like hanging out, like had their own thing going on. And now you all know the rest of the story. I had to wait a long time to tell this. Some of you might have heard bits and pieces of it on my channel, but I wanted to make sure to state that because I know you fellas see me around. You guys see me. You guys know my name. You see me around town. Old peaceniks. Oh yeah, there we go. We are going to yeet your tent within the next 24 hours. That's how this goes now. Because fucking Oregon is tired of your shit. Oregon's tired of it. So one of the very important things is you're not seeing the sort of mass peace actions, people suddenly getting together and marching and being like, how could you do this? How could you do this? I like Ragnar. Oh, Ragnar, you're up here. Have you seen anything like what we saw years ago? I'm not seeing it, Ragnar. So, something has significantly changed. The revolutionary spirit of the sandals with socks Pacifica Forum people are no longer apparently animating the Pacific Northwest the way that they used to animate the Pacific Northwest, because a lot of those fellas are real old. They're really old and they're fucking broke. The ones who aren't broke, they basically live off of ski season here when all the kids come to hit the slopes. I mean, go to college. Yeah. There is just simply not the same energy. They need more energy. They need to talk to Dame Pesos about eating more tacos. More tacos and burritos for more energy. I bet Dame Pesos is absolutely loving life right now. I hope he is. I hope Dame Pesos is doing well. Because god dang it, he deserves he deserves to laugh. He deserves to laugh and laugh and laugh. So much has happened. So much has changed. The fortunes of people have changed so much. Now, I gotta admit, Amaranth coming out blasting. There's so many things I'm just like, what? Wait, what happened? I gotta look up important things. I gotta do important things. I gotta stay busy. But let me first click on this story. Which, of course, this absolutely is really interesting in this. I'm not sure where Amaranth lives, but if she lives in California, everybody knows that whoever shot those guys shot them on the very day he lost his right or her right to self-defense. Yes, California has decided that if somebody's going to kill you, you have to run and do anything you can to just run, just escape, run more, and run farther. And when they run you over with a car and stomp you out and then kidnap you, then you just need to run more. You weren't fast enough. California is over. California is completely and totally over now that there is no more right to self-defense. And I'm thinking there's going to be a number of blue states that it's going to hit over the next 2 years as people are sitting there going, why would I move to your state? Why would I move my company to your state? Gavin Newsom has nothing. He has nothing he can do now. He's stuck. The legislature are wackos. The state's full of criminals and especially a lot of, remember, California made chomo stuff more legal. You could be forgiven for your chomoery if it was back 10 years ago or something, 15 years ago. It's okay. Whew. Man, feels good to be alive. I was just remembering at work. And forgive us, what was it? You lead us not into temptation, but you deliver us from every evil. I have to remember that part of the Mass again. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory is yours now and forever. Feels good to win. But we have much more fighting to do.